So the next Star Wars movie to come out is The Mandalorian and Grogu. If you didn't know it, where you been? It's been out for a while. It's being done by Jon Favreau, which he did a lot of the Mandalorian movie shows, and his first season was epic, and the ending of season 2 was pretty good too. So, in his new movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu, which, if you watch my videos, you know I absolutely hate that name and title. They need to rechange that and make it something else, like Grogu learns the Force, or I don't know, something, bringing back Luke to the Mandoverse, something besides Mandalorian and Grogu. It reminds me of the old movie Mac and Me for some reason. I don't know why, it just does. Anyway, that's probably the only negative thing I have to say about the movie so far. One thing I have heard is that Sigourney Weaver is signed up to be in the show. And I am super excited because she's basically the queen of sci-fi horror and sci-fi. She was in Aliens, she was in Galaxy Quest, she was in multiple of these different movies. I mean, she's been in little shorts, and she's just a fantastic actress. But there's one thing that's going on with this movie that, if the rumors are true, it really makes me sad. And I will let you know what that is in just a second. But if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button to like this video, because it really helps me out and it helps my channel. Anyway, I found this article on StarWarsNewsNet.com, and it talks about this. So let me pull this up so we can look at it real quick. And there she is, Sigourney Weaver, and The Mandalorian and Grogu. And it says, The Mandalorian and Grogu, Sigourney Weaver has a small role. Peter Ramsey was second unit director. Hollywood insider Jeff Schneider has given new rumors and info he's heard about The Mandalorian and Grogu via the Hot Mic podcast with John Roca. While the details are sparse, Snyder does divulge the name of Sigourney Weaver's character and her possible role in the movie. Star Wars was not a main talking point in the John Roca and Jeff Schneider's latest podcast on January 16th. However, after listeners submitted questions asking for more Star Wars info, Schneider stated that Sigourney Weaver's character name is Bishop. Where have we heard Bishop before, if you've watched the old Alien movie? And that she is a colonel in the New Republic. Viewers can listen to Schneider's full statement in the video below, starting at the 1 hour and 21 mark, which you can watch right here if you want on StarWarsNewsNet.com. Schneider also adds that Weaver is only in the movie for a few scenes. Roca, after hearing this, likens it to Carrie-Anne Moss's role in The Acolyte, to which Schneider doesn't deny the comparison. The name Bishop is also interesting considering the name of Lance Henriksen's character in Aliens. Bishop is an android in the film. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. At first, Sigourney Weaver's character, Ellen Ripley, is antagonistic to Bishop after the last android she worked with, Ash, betrayed and nearly killed her. Bishop turns out to be a hero by the end of the film and is nothing like his counterpart from the first movie, Alien. It's unknown if there's a meaning to the name of the character, if any. Is the name simply just a nod to Aliens? Does her character have some mysterious allegiances that the audience might not know about? We don't know yet. There he is, there's Bishop. In addition to that, Schneider also revealed that Jon Favreau contracted COVID-19 during production, poor guy, and had to direct a few scenes remotely with the help of Dave Filoni, first assistant director Kim Richards, and someone we didn't know worked for this movie, second unit director Peter Ramsey from Ahsoka. Recently, there have been a string of rumors and wild news tidbits that have come out about the movie, including the rumor that Embo will be the villain of The Mandalorian and Grogu. The film is currently in post-production with a scheduled release date of May 22nd, 2026. Fans are likely to find out more about the film at this year's Star Wars celebration taking place in Japan on April 18th through 20th. That's the scuttlebutt about Sigourney Weaver. Um, on a side note, if you didn't know who Imbo is, the bad guy that is going to be the villain, they say, in the new Mandalorian Grogu, I will show you who that is real quick. So on StarWarsNewsNet.com, there he is. That's Imbo. He was in the Clone Wars. Imbo was the deadly Kuizo bounty hunter who is rumored to make an appearance in the Mandalorian Grogu. He made a name for himself during the Clone Wars, wearing a Kuizo war shield as a hat, and was always accompanied by Marok, his pet Anuba, not the undead Inquisitor from Ahsoka. Though Imbo debuted in the Clone Wars animated series, his story continues beyond the war and into the next as he pops up in the Battle of Jakku and in the New Republic era. If he does appear in The Mandalorian Grogu, it will mark his debut as a live-action character. So that's Imbo, and I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how they're gonna, do that. Maybe they're gonna get the old Empire to hire Imbo to try to steal Grogu again, so they can steal his midichlorians or whatever. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with. Jon Favreau and Filoni do, in my opinion, an excellent job of the Mandalorian series. I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, sometimes the episodes might have been slow in the second and third season, but they always seem to have great episodes. And Disney kind of like pulled the money away from them. And so they didn't have the great production value that they had in the first season. And that's one of the reasons I think that maybe a lot of people were not as interested in The Mandalorian season 2 and 3 like they were in the first season. But I think my buddies watched all the seasons like 3 times already. But getting back to the article about Sigourney Weaver, I think that having Sigourney Weaver in the movie would be fantastic. If they could use her, I think not utilizing her is a detriment to the movie. They did the same thing with Carrie-Anne Moss in Acolyte. They had her, and I don't know if they utilized her character like they should have. I don't know if she played the character like she should have. It seemed very stiff to me with Carrie-Anne Moss. They should have gone like a different. I think they should have gone a different direction with her. I don't know. But they had this wonderful actress who was in The Matrix and stuff. They could have done some great things if they would just kept her there. And now they have Sigourney Weaver, and if they're just going to keep her for 3 or 4 scenes, that's just a huge waste. I think she should be, not a main character, a supplementary character who's in there quite a bit. She has the acting chops to do these. So that would be my only negative so far, besides the title, about this show. It's that they're not utilizing Sigourney Weaver like they should, because man, she's done it, Aliens and all these other movies. So they just need to utilize that and keep her in there to do some fantastic scenes. Oh, one movie that she was in that like caught me off guard was the movie Cabin in the Woods. At the very end, she was in Cabin in the Woods, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Sigourney Weaver. That was a great movie. Let me know what you think about Sigourney Weaver being in The Mandalorian Grogu. Do you think they should, make her have a lot of screen time, or do you think they should just bring her in as like an Easter egg kind of character? I don't know. Let me know down below. And also, if you have not seen The Skeleton Crew, you should really check it out. And I give my review on The Skeleton Crew, a review and my thoughts of the whole season. And you can watch it here and let me know what you think. But go here and check it out. I'll tell you how I liked it. Did I like it? I don't know. Go there. You'll like the video because I did it. Anyway, the Force will be with you always.